I see that Marvel did a little tribute to Stan Lee. It said Marvel remembers the legacy of Stan Lee. All right. Boom.
I'm Stan Lee.
Look at
I've been
him.
writing stories for the
1968.
young generation for the past 30 years. During this time, I think I've learned a lot about what young people think. More importantly, I
Wasn't
think
wearing
I've learned
glasses
a lot
back then,
about what young people are. We're going to try to present a voice that somebody will listen to. The voice is needed. We hope it will be ours.
Captain Britain.
Excelsior! Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. Stanley. Stan was doing one of his panels, and they asked me to come up and just say hi to him. Felt a little goofy, but I came up, I shook his hand. I think the microphone caught it, but I whispered in his ear. I said, hey, they just wanted me to come up here and shake your hand, but while I'm up here, I want to say thank you. You saved my life. Because the life that I have today, there's a direct line to that first comic book to here.
Well, Stan's best creation was always Stan. As a creative figure is one thing.
I never met him, but he seemed like he was a nice man.
Was able to somehow tap into his own larger-than-life, self-effacing,
Seems like he probably the type that always crack jokes.
Personality.
As I would describe it, that P.T. Barnum aspect of him, it's just something he infused the group with, and it's something that the people who followed him have been able to kind of keep that energy going.
I think Stan Lee is going
You know what I'm saying? You can see
an icon, what he represents,
you
what
can
he
see
was
like
able to
a
accomplish.
good spirit
He
from
built
people,
American mythology because stories are really what stay with us.
Those characters that he created and what he infused Marvel, the brand, with have always shown through.
Even if they have superpower, they have to be believable. What they do has to be what any normal person would do in those situations.
And the idea that he championed all kinds of different voices, all kinds of points of view, and the concept of diversity and equality and conversations about, social politics, all these things he had been doing for years. And now it's at the forefront of everything that we talk about.
I just think he was just connected in that way, and he was connected to who his true audience was and who he was really writing for.
He complemented that with always being hopeful, with his own first-person personality of being Stan.
My earliest memories of Stan were reading those soap boxes. You felt like he was talking directly to you and no one else. What I didn't realize was that there was a kid behind me at the candy store reading the same thing, feeling the exact same way.
Some good quotes.
His ideology was very clear. It was very black and white, how to be good, how to treat people equally. And that's a really powerful impact, to lean into the light as much as you can, even if there's darkness all around you.
In writing the soapboxes, I used to just talk to the readers, anything that came to my mind, just to make the books not seem like something cold and aloof and something you buy and you throw away. I wanted them to feel buying a Marvel book was like visiting an old friend.
Without that, we wouldn't be experiencing the success we had today.
People like that, creative geniuses like that, you can't help but walk away learning lessons. They have a way of delivering messages that, just resonate with those of us who have followed his work and followed the characters he's created.
He made it feel intimate and that anybody could belong to it. We're really lucky to have him really define us, because it's really given us something to move forward with.
There will never be a world without Stan Lee. He's the heart of the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, man. I remember that I had when I was a kid, I had a Spider-Man. I'm thinking it was a comic book, but it was almost like it had a record that came with it. I don't know if anybody remembers, because I'm old school, It probably came out in the early 80s or late 70s, and it would tell you to turn the page. It was a record you play, and it was it was like a narrative, and they were telling a story. You know, what all the characters said. You know, Spider-Man talking, the Green Goblin talking, or whoever's talking. It was like that, and you can read along with it, and then it would say turn the page, ding, and it would say ding, turn the page, and then it would go on and on like that. I remember that. I don't know how old I was. I probably was maybe 7, 6 or 7 when I had that. Man. Yeah, but Stan Lee would be truly missed, man. Your legacy lives on. I don't know what Marvel's going to do now with, because I know you probably had your hand and stuff when they were making the movies. You know, you was like, no, this is this way, this person acts this way. You know, when I wrote it this way, I wrote it to be like this. You know, I'm sure you have some type, you probably had some consultant when they did the movies. So, I don't know, I hope they kind of stick to what they figured you would do. I don't know. But, rest in paradise. Hey, I'm Chris Magma. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the subscribe button and the notification button below. And if you like my video, click the like button and share with your friends. And if you want to go to any more videos, just click any of these titles right here or right here. Alright? I'm Chris Magma. Spread the word.